Welcome to the world of Fusion. In this video, we are going to explore configurations for a simple design. We will understand it from basic to advanced in the series. So, without further ado, let's get started. I am going to create a simple cube, starting with the front plane. I'm drawing a simple rectangle just like this. Don't worry about the dimensions for now. You have arrows to adjust them later. Let's set the length to 150 millimeters and the width and height to 150 millimeters as well. Go to the home view and click OK. Great! We've got our cube, and now I want you to save it. I'm going to rename it as Box. Click on Save. Now the box is saved. Let's configure this design. Here you have two options, Configure and Configuration Table. Click on Configure. These are the things you can configure: visibility, suppression, feature parameters, physical material, appearance, sheet metal rules, plastic rules. In the Parameters dialog box, you can choose User Parameters or Feature Parameters. This is our configuration table. Here you see Parameters and Properties. For Properties, you can assign a part name to that particular configuration. In the Parameters section, we have Configuration, and for Configuration 1, nothing has been configured so far. If you click on Add Parameters, it will open the Parameter dialog box where you can select any parameter from here. If you have applied any user parameters, you can pick them, and they will appear in the configuration. As soon as it opens, you'll see a blue color highlight in this window indicating that we are in configuration mode. It highlights all the things that can be configured. In the browser, bodies get highlighted. Click on a body to see what you can configure: physical material, appearance, and visibility. In the timeline, features are highlighted. Click on a feature to see what you can configure: separation, length, width, height. Let's select length, width, height, and click OK. Now all these options appear here. Let's rename them. Right-click to rename length as L, breadth as B, and height as H. For some reason, H is not allowed. Let's rename it as height. You can move these columns using this arrow if needed. This is our predefined configuration. If you click on the plus icon, it will add another configuration where you can change the parameters. Let's say we set length to 10 millimeters. If you want to add more configurations, you can do so or type in the number of configurations you want and press enter. Those configurations will be added automatically. Let me set length back to 150 millimeters here and give width B as 10 millimeters. To activate a configuration, double-click on it. Now we have Box. Let's rename it as such. This one is Wall. And this is Plank. Just double-click to activate or right-click and choose Activate. These are the configurations we've got. If you expand the browser, here you'll see the configurations displayed. At any point in time, you can switch from one to another. That covers all the basics about configuration. Switching back to home view. Here we have Box. It hasn't been saved yet. If you click on Save, It will ask if you want to save it as a configuration design. Choose Yes. You can also add a version description. Click OK here too. Did you notice the change in the icon? You'll see a configuration design icon for it now. So what happened is we first created a box with a design, and now we have another design box with a configuration symbol. These will get deleted and this one will save. At any point in time, you can switch between them. So, all these configurations are now in place. These are the basics, and now let's look at another design. I want you to open the supplied files. Please open socket. Save it. Here we have one socket. I want to configure multiple sockets for use. Select Configure, and you'll see the possible parameters or features that can be configured. When it comes to configuration, all the features that can be configured are highlighted. I have this pattern feature here. I'm going to click on it. These are the rectangular pattern options, and here I have Axis 1 quantity and Axis 2 quantity. I want to control these. Click OK. For configuration 1, let's set both axes to 1. Now, let's add 4 configurations. I'm entering 4 and pressing Enter. See, we've added the 4 configurations, and I can adjust the parameters here. For configuration 2, let's set the quantity to 5. Activate this to see the preview. Yes, the preview looks fine. For configuration 3, I want 5 on this axis and 2 on that axis. Activate it, and you'll see we've got 10 sockets. Similarly, set 5 for both axes in configuration 4, and even rename these to 25 sockets. At any point in time, you can set the number of sockets you want and export the design. This is how you control the pattern feature. Whatever highlights you see, you can control all these features. Give it a try and explore the possibilities. This is all for this video. In the upcoming video, we are going to learn advanced features about configurations. If you have any questions, please leave a comment below. Since you've made it to the end, consider liking, subscribing, and following our Instagram. We share daily quizzes, Fusion updates, and tutorials. Stay tuned for our upcoming video.